Hello world, or should I say, hello fellow coders. Today we are going to turn these tiny pieces of hardware into a secret messaging network. By the time we're done, you'll be sending wireless texts across the room without using a single cell tower. Ready to become digital radio pioneers? First things first, let's get our environment ready. Open your browser and head over to makecode.microbit.org. Once you're there, look for the tutorials section and click on the one titled MicroChat. It's the one that looks like two microbits having a little conversation. In this project, we're going to program our microbits to send and receive messages using radio waves. First, we'll establish the trigger. We'll set it up so that pressing button A sends a specific string of text. Next, we'll establish the receiver. We'll write code that tells the microbit, hey, if you hear a message in the air, show it on my screen. Then lastly, we'll need a duo. This project works best in pairs. You'll be able to chat with your neighbor's microbit instantly. So how does a tiny board talk to another one without wires? It's all about the radio group. Think of a radio group like a walkie-talkie channel. If you and your friend are both on group 1, you'll hear each other. But if you're on group 1 and they're on group 5, it'll be total silence. We use the radio set group block to make sure we're tuned into the right frequency. When you send a string, that's coder speak for text, the microbit turns those words into a radio signal, broadcasts it, and then any other microbit on the same channel catches it. All right, everyone, let's get our hands on some code. Follow along as we build our messaging system. We're going to focus on 3 main parts: setting the channel, sending, and receiving. First, we need to make sure we aren't just shouting into a crowded room where everyone is talking at once. So look in the radio toolbox and find the radio set group block. Snap that into your on start block. Pro tip, pick a number between 1 and 255. If you're working with a partner, make sure you pick the same number so you're on the same secret channel. Now we need a way to blast our message into the air. So go to the input toolbox and grab the on button A pressed block. Inside that block, we're going to put a send command. So go back to radio and find radio send string. Type a short message inside the quotes, maybe something like hello or yo, what's up? To give yourself some feedback that it worked, grab a show LED block from BASIC and draw a small icon like a check mark to flash whenever you hit the button. Right now, your microbit is shouting, but no one is listening. We need to tell the microbit what to do when it hears a signal. Look in the radio toolbox for a bracket-shaped block called on radio received, receive string. Inside that bracket, we want to show the message on our screen. So go to BASIC and grab the show string block. The secret step. Notice that little red variable called receive string in the bracket? Click and drag that pill directly into your show string block. Now, instead of scrolling hello, it will scroll whatever words were actually sent to you. Once your code looks right, download it to your microbit. Once you and your partner are partnered up and powered up, try hitting button A. If everything is tuned correctly, your message should go poof into the air and appear scrolling across your friend's screen. Finish your chat script early? If you want to take your radio skills to the next level, check out the Mood Radio activity. Instead of just sending text, you'll learn how to send number signals that represent how you're feeling. You can send a 0 for happy or a 1 for sad, and your friend's microbit will display a matching emoji. It's like building your own long-distance emotional dashboard. Before we pack up, let's look at the big ideas we tackled this week. We learned how to use channels to organize wireless communication. We learned how to use variables to send and display text. And we also learned how to make the microbit react to both physical buttons and invisible radio signals. Thanks for joining me for this week's microbit tutorial. See you next week with more fun with microbits.